Welcome to the Wisconsin Retirement System Annuity Options presentation, a getting ready for retirement topic. By the end of this presentation, you'll be able to define and explain annuity, annuitant, beneficiary, and named survivor, compare the different annuity options, find resources with more information, identify the next steps for you to choose an annuity option. Let's take a look at some of the definitions you need to know to understand the WRS annuity payment options. Let's look at what annuity and annuitant mean. An annuity is a benefit paid monthly for life. That's what this presentation is all about, the different options that you have to receive a WRS annuity. An annuitant is the person receiving the annuity. Sometimes people see a retiree and an annuitant as the same thing. However, you could be a WRS annuitant and still be working a non-WRS job. Next, let's look at the difference between a beneficiary and a named survivor. A beneficiary is a person, people, or even an entity that you name to receive benefits upon your death. Let's break down who you can name a bit more. You can name one person or multiple people, like a spouse and a child, or other family members. You can name an entity, such as a charity, business, or religious organization. You can name a trust that is in charge of how your benefits are distributed. Or you can name your estate to ensure there are funds to pay for items at your death, or to have the benefits be distributed the way you want your estate to be distributed. A beneficiary can be changed by filling out a new beneficiary form at any time. A named survivor is one person who will receive your WRS lifetime benefit upon your death for the rest of their life. Think of them as like a co-owner of your WRS account. A survivor may be named once, while a beneficiary can be named at any time. Keep in mind that a named survivor must be an individual and that there are federal law restrictions on the age of a non-spouse named survivor. You have 60 days from your first check to change the named survivor by notifying ETF in writing. After that, your named survivor cannot be changed. Now let's look at the different payment options you could receive from your WRS annuity. When you request an official estimate, you will receive a document that shows annuity options that look similar to this example. On the left, you'll see all the options available to you, including, if applicable, a lump sum payment option. This example does not have that option because this person's monthly annuity payment did not go below the WRS minimum annuity amount. Then it shows you the monthly payment amount you will receive based off that option in a regular payment, or, if you're under age 62, an accelerated payment option. Last, it shows you the payment amounts you would receive for any additional contributions you have. This is received in a separate payment. It also shows you the lump sum payment available for the additional contributions at the bottom. Now we're going to look at these payment options individually so you can get a better idea of how they work. The numbers for the payment options are for example purposes only. Your payment amounts will look different. Let's look at the life annuity options. A life annuity is payable to you for life. Everyone who is eligible for monthly payments has 3 life annuity options. The first is annuitant's life only, which means this option is payable to you only for your life. Since it is for the annuitant's life only, the monthly payment will end when you pass away. There is no death benefit payable to any beneficiary unless you take an accelerated payment. Then the accelerated portion of the annuity will be paid until the member would have turned age 62. Next is life with 60 payments guaranteed. If you die before 5 years of payments have been made, the rest of the payments are paid to your beneficiary or beneficiaries. Third life annuity option is life with 180 payments guaranteed. If you die before 15 years of payments have been made, the rest of the payments are paid to your beneficiary or beneficiaries. If you give information to ETF about a qualified named survivor, you will also have 4 joint and survivor annuity options. As a reminder, a named survivor is one person who will receive a lifetime benefit upon your death if they survive you, like a co-owner on your account. The joint survivor annuity option is also payable to you for life. The first option is 75% continued to your named survivor. When you die, your named survivor will receive 75% of your monthly payment for the rest of their life. If your named survivor dies before you, all payments stop upon your death. If your named survivor dies within the first 5 years that you are receiving your annuity increases to the for annuitant's life only amount. You may not choose this option if your named survivor is more than 19 years younger than you and is not your spouse. 100% continued to your named survivor. When you die, your named survivor will receive the same monthly payment that you did for the rest of their life. If your named survivor dies before you, all payments stop upon your death. If your named survivor dies within the first 5 years that you are receiving your annuity increases to the for annuitant's life only amount. You may not choose this option if your named survivor is more than 10 years younger than you and is not your spouse. Reduce 25% on death of annuitant or death of your named survivor. When you or your named survivor dies, the benefit will reduce by 25%. This means you as the member could have your payment reduced permanently. If your named survivor dies before you, all payments stop upon your death. You may not choose this option if your named survivor is more than 19 years younger than you and is not your spouse. 100% continued to your named survivor with 180 payments guaranteed. When you die, your named survivor will receive the same monthly payment that you did for the rest of their life. If both you and your named survivor die before 180 payments have been made, the remainder of the 180 payments are made to the designated beneficiary or beneficiaries. You may not choose this option if your named survivor is more than 10 years younger than you and is not your spouse. If you are retiring prior to age 62, then you may be eligible for an accelerated payment. Accelerated payments are intended to pay you more before you have access to your Social Security benefits, so you can have more flexibility in your choice to retire. We figure out an estimated payment from Social Security, and we pay you that ahead of time, but we pay it out of your WRS funds and not your Social Security funds. Once you turn 62, we reduce your payment for the rest of your life. At that time, you're eligible to apply for Social Security and/or tie into your other sources of retirement income to make up that difference. In post-retirement, all members' entire WRS account, including employee and employer contributions, are included in death benefits and will be paid according to the annuity payment option chosen. As a reminder, there are 3 options with some variations of how those death benefits are paid. The first is life only, which means your payment will end as soon as you pass away and will not go to a beneficiary. The second is life with payments guaranteed, where any remaining payments are passed on to a beneficiary when you die. The third is continued to your named survivor when you die, based on the percentage you chose. The annuity option you chose at retirement determines where your money will go when you die. As a reminder, you need to designate a beneficiary using ETF's designation form. This form will indicate who receives your WRS retirement benefit in the event of your death. If you do not fill out this form, your death benefit will be paid according to statutory standard sequence, which has been laid out for you in this graphic. If you do not want your benefit paid in this order, be sure to fill out that designation form. So what happens if you decide to change that annuity payment option after you chose one? Starting from the day you have received your first payment, You have 60 days to change your annuity payment option or benefit effective date. This request for a change must be made in writing. You can fax it or send it in the regular mail. Once those 60 days have passed, your annuity payment option is locked in and cannot be changed. Make sure you have explored all of the options and how they will affect you or others when you pass away before choosing the one option that's right for you. Stay connected to ETF. Get up-to-date information about your WRS benefits by subscribing to ETF email updates, talking with a benefits specialist, or connecting with ETF on one of our Twitter or LinkedIn social media sites.